This is a soldering fan that I built, a soldering exhaust fan, and it has a little light on it. And it's built on an Adafruit Metro Mini, something that they sent me for free with a larger shipment of stuff. It's housed in a box that I got from Muji, $5 or $6 I think, and I just cut it with Dremel and a drill. So you can see here, this is the fan inlet, and this would be the fan exhaust side. And this is an Adafruit NeoPixel ring with 16 LEDs, and I use that as a light with 3 settings, from quarter power, half power to full power on the NeoPixel. And that thing's a power hog. I found that with the fan and the NeoPixel running at the same time, the fan would lose to the NeoPixel. So I put in a switch that actually increases the amperage. Inside, you can see some of the guts there. I use this Adafruit proto board here, and this fan shroud I had 3D printed at a local shop. And now I'll show you how I use it. I'm tacking on some stacking headers on top of, or onto this Ada logger from Adafruit, and this is the fan, and these 2 switches, this small switch, is what powers the lights. See, and then this big switch, which is also from Adafruit, which is it's an LED switch, but I somehow shorted out the LED so it doesn't light up, unfortunately. But you just press it once, and then you can see that it turns on the fan. And what the shroud does is, because the fan is at the back of the box here, pointed this way, the fan allows the air to be focused and channeled through. Otherwise, it would suck air from inside the box and pull air through these holes. This way, the air just goes straight through here. You can see I did a kind of a botched job on cutting the hole here. It was a little off my template, which I also had 3D printed at the same place that did the shroud. So just real quick, I'll show you what this does. So if you watch, the smoke gets pulled away from my face as I'm soldering here. If you want to see how much light it projects down onto the project, you can see that's just on 1/4 setting. And then at half it gives really good light. And at full it's almost too bright. A couple of things I wish I could do with the light is angle it down like this, so that it's less in my face and more on the project. And I also plan to add a long press function to the buttons, so that you press and hold the button and it will shut off the light instead of having to go cycle through the 3 different settings. The other thing is, with the light on and the fan on, when I shut the fan off, it also shuts the light off. That's because what I've done is I've wired up a 5-volt rail on the proto board. So you can see here, this guy over here, this side is 5 volts, and the other side, you might be able to see, is 3 volts. And with the power boost from Adafruit, which you can sort of see here in the back, it takes the 3 volts from the battery, boosts it up to 5 volts, and I've wired that into this 5-volt rail, and whenever I turn either the fan or the light on, I also power up that 5-volt rail. And when I shut either of them off, I shut off a 5-volt rail. So I need to add logic that checks to see if the fan is on and the light is on, and I want to shut one off, leave the rail on. So that's the exhaust fan.